Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fazcast Podcast. I am your host, Shaman Rabbit. I'm here with my co-host, Shadow Fazcat, and with a guest,
Hey,
Bolt.
Hello there.
And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Scratch FNaF fan games. So, what do you guys think about that?
I'm just gonna give my 2 cents. Most of them are, not great, but there are some gems here and there. I would say.
Right.
That is definitely
Scratch
true.
is primarily, with my kids, most kids are on there, and it's their first few games, so it's kind of expected to see awful games, especially if it's FNaF games. If you look back at my first few Scratch games, because I used to do Scratch all the time, they were special, I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
And
that is very true.
I've learned from that. I've gotten way better. That's just my opinion. Everyone else might have different opinions about how well my games are made, but whatever. Yeah. So, how long have you been playing Scratch, Volt?
Since 2018, 2017.
Yeah,
It's been a long while.
2018 was when I joined Scratch, so that's cool. How long have you had your channel? I never really checked. Was it really meant to be Scratch at first, or is it just whatever at first?
First, it was originally for trailers of my games, but I thought that I could do something more with it. In the past, in 2018 and 2017, I had a random channel where I would do dumb stuff. And then I played FNaF fangames on that channel too. You just recorded a screen with my phone, so
Right.
yeah.
That was kind of what
I
it is
feel
for.
that.
That's kind of how it is for my channel. It was initially just for trailers of my games on Scratch, but then I'm like, I want to do more than just trailers. I want to make an actual YouTube channel, and here I am now with 606 subscribers, something like that.
Oh yeah, right. I saw it. You had a massive increase there.
Well, yeah, because I was actually
748.
trying to make content. I made my content. I made my channel back in 2021 on October, I think it was, and I didn't make any content outside of my Scratch related stuff, so I gained no subscribers from it. But July, I actually started making content, and my channel's pretty much blew up since then. So
Yeah. You also made it.
Helps that you've actually been putting content out there.
yeah. Uploading once, twice, sometimes 3-4 times a week, whenever
Those
I can.
shorts. Oh, sorry. Those shorts must have also definitely helped that channel.
The thing is, the shorts are more just a thing on the side. It's to advertise, hey,
Yeah.
I know FNaF pretty well. I like FNaF. It's just to give people a little fun fact about FNaF, because I don't really see those videos out there. I see fact videos all the time about Minecraft or Fortnite, which I make sure I don't see those videos again. But I see those, but I don't see anything about FNaF. Unless you're talking about those big 2-hour long videos, 250 plus FNaF facts.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really just a more, hey, here's some FNaF facts, and if you want to check out my channel, go ahead. And yeah, that's definitely boosted my subscribers a lot, but it's not a huge thing. Because the thing about shorts, when you make shorts, you might gain a lot of subscribers, but you also lose a lot of subscribers from it, because when people subscribe to your channel, chances are it's because they accidentally clicked it when they try scrolling.
Yeah.
So then they're like, oh shoot, I'm subscribed to this person, let me unsubscribe an hour and a half later.
Yeah. And but guys, what would you consider a good FNaF fan game on Scratch? What are the requirements for it?
I personally go for visuals more than gameplay. Sure, gameplay is definitely going to be a big part of it, but visuals to me that's why with my games I improve more visuals than the actual gameplay aspects itself, is just because it's easier to look at, even though some people say my models are ugly, which some I could definitely agree with. But yeah,
For me, the requirement is definitely more on the gameplay side, because when you're looking at the kind of programming you could do with Scratch, and then you look at things like Unreal Engine and Psych Engine and all them, there's a huge gap between the quality of graphics. So you could just expect automatically going into Scratch that you're going to see much more beginner styled of graphics. It's the originality of the gameplay and their game mechanics that really set it apart from the rest. And that's where you find those hidden gems, is in the gameplay usually.
Right.
Yeah. I would say like maybe both of these matter. I mean, of course, both of them, but like
Right.
mostly the gameplay. Like I mean, the gameplay is like the heart of the game, or how you can say. But I mean, a good artwork is required, so like it's good for marketing and
Mm-hmm.
Right.
so
Well,
people can
But
get.
this is Scratch we're talking about. There's not really a
Yeah.
marketing reason or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe not.
something
It's to make it probably just as like some side project.
Yeah.
something my computer science teacher told me was, what's the point in making a good-looking game if the gameplay isn't even worth playing, you know?
Right.
And like I could see that as like why play a beautiful game if it's not even fun. It's just a walking simulator, like Security Breach. A lot of people don't really care for Security Breach, although the environment is cool and everything, but the gameplay is just really bland to most people.
Right. It's like reading a book with a lot of fancy words, but there's no story to it.
Wow, that sounds like everything you
Yeah.
read.
What?
You're telling me you don't read books like that?
There are some books I've had to read like that,
Had
but
to
I
read.
don't prefer to read books like that.
You are a nerd.
I prefer to have story.
You are a nerd. I know you do.
I-
You just don't want to admit
I
it.
don't even read books that often anymore. Anyway, now that we've gone off topic again, back to Scratch. What are your latest projects in Scratch, Volt?
Contamination. I mean, it's not a FNaF fan game, but when it comes to FNaF fan games, it's Acid Beneath the Soil, which is gonna be like a like free roam game. Like
Is
not
it like a
just sitting.
point and click to travel kind of free roam?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's not gonna be like the same sit in a place for a timer, you know.
You know, there are not enough fan games where it's like a point and click adventure.
Mm.
Because those just have, like, always reminds me of, like, those old Flash games where they're, like, the puzzles. And I love those.
Like Riddle School.
Yes, like
Yeah,
Riddle
yeah,
School.
yeah, man.
But
Mm.
there's none that are really FNaF based out there. I've seen one, and it was not very good. And
Are you
I've
talking
actually
about my
wanted
game?
to make my own, but
Are you talking about my game? Because I'll say
No.
guilty as charged.
no, in your games you don't actually move around. You stay in one
Nah.
spot.
There's a game that you actually move around.
Yeah. Mm.
Did it ever actually officially come out?
Yes, Peekaboo.
Oh yeah, Peekaboo. Well,
And-
that one wasn't really like a full thing, and it had bugs and stuff in it still.
Well, and the current idea of Chester 4 is free roam. So, yeah. The idea
Are you
for
ever actually planning on finishing that?
if Scratch lets me, because the whole thing is I had a great idea for a Chester 4. I loved it and I wanted to make it. But the problem is with Scratch size limitations, like the storage, it made it really hard for me to be able to implement that in the game.
Yeah.
It's like the idea I currently have for Chester 4, which who knows, that might change within the next week, is basically in between nights. If you ever played Five Nights at Wario's 3, you have this little mini game where you collect food items and stuff like that to help you survive through the night. The idea is kind of like Five Nights at Wario's 3, where in between nights you collect resources to help you survive during the night, like batteries, food, water, stuff like that. And that will benefit you when you're in the actual nights. Like, you need food to travel a certain amount of rooms, and you need batteries for your flashlight and all that. It's just a concept. I don't know if it'll actually end up happening, but I'm still figuring it out. I still want to make Chester 4 to happen, but man, with Scratch taking down my games left and right now, it's making it really hard for me to be motivated to do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like pretty inconsistent with the rules. Like, For example, the guy who made The Week at Chuck's or whatever it was called, like, even if he put in the, like, toggle jump scares option, it still got, like,
Yeah. I got blocked
Yeah.
because of it for a few days. Like, I got Chester 2 Remastered taken down because it had jump scares in it, and I re-uploaded it, but it had the jump scare option, and it was turned off by default. And you had to, like, put in this little thing to make, like, to say, hey, this is going to turn jump scares on, and it will be scary. And the game still got taken down, and I got blocked because of it.
And I have that option, but my game hasn't been taken down at all. So, I mean, it's really inconsistent with the guidelines. And if you
You know-
read the guidelines, they're just extremely vague.
Yeah.
I wonder if there are just a-holes out there that go through and take decent games and are like, no, that's
Yeah.
better than mine.
There
I
is a-
don't
Yeah,
like
exactly.
No, there was a
That's
guy.
recording.
There was this guy. I really hate this guy. He went into my comments and said he was reporting my games, and like a couple weeks later, they got taken down.
It was probably him.
What an asshole.
Yeah, I got so pissed off when that happened.
Yeah.
That happened to Best Pal 2. If you guys played that, I think Alex, you have.
Yeah. Although, that's not my name.
What?
I am Shadow Fazcat, remember?
I'm calling you Alex. I do not care. I've been calling you Alex this whole time. Since we started the podcast, I've been calling you Alex. And you act like, oh my gosh, a whole 30 people's gonna find out that your real name's Alex. Holy shit. Yeah, just the guidelines on Scratch is making it really tempting to just quit altogether. I made a post saying I quit, but I haven't fully accepted the fact that I quit, so I'm just still wanting to make games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be making games for too much longer. I don't see myself. I already got Click Team. I spent $100 getting Click Team, and I've only learned a little bit of it. It is really similar to Scratch. It's surprisingly similar. Once you understand the core like stuff of it, it's really similar to how Scratch works. Just without the drag and drop blocks. Which is probably
Yeah, I've
why-
been thinking of.
That would be great for me if I could learn how to actually use the drag and drop blocks first, huh? I struggle to make things in Scratch. That's why I play games and don't make them.
I mean, we tried making a game together based on your ideas.
Yeah, but it wasn't me that was actually doing the programming and design and everything.
You did the design? What are you talking about?
What game are you talking about?
I don't know. Wasn't it Leona's opening act? Wasn't Leona's opening act your design?
Concepts.
No, it wasn't Leona's opening
didn't
act.
have-
It was the canceled Fazcat game.
All you did was make the title screen.
I made the title screen in the office. Don't undercredit me.
I don't remember seeing The Office. We might have. It's been forever since that was even an idea.
Yeah, I remember making a few concepts based on what you wanted me to do.
I remember Post Shift being inspiration for that one.
Oh, something I gotta mention now I'm thinking about it. Scratch collabs are dumb and just does not work out.
Yeah, sometimes.
Scratch collabs?
Yeah, like collabs, like having other, like you make a part of the game and other people help you with it, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I tried doing a collab, it was like Five Nights with Shaman and Friends or something like that. And this was like directly before Scratch blocked my account and I just said I'm done.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Nobody responded with the
No, people
Sonic
responded.
things.
People responded.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. But then everyone else started leaving. Like everyone else started leaving Scratch.
Yeah, because like Risky Railer left.
Risky Railer, wait.
Um,
Risky Railer didn't leave.
Oh,
Did he? Hold on, I don't think he did.
I thought Risky Railer left. And then there's like the Violent Mass.
Violet Mass did leave, which is kind of unfortunate because I might need his voice for Chester 4, since it's going to be, regardless, it's going to be a direct continuation of Chester 3 Chapter 2.
Right.
Is it gonna be
You're gonna
for?
need my voice too, aren't you?
Yeah. What'd you ask, Walt?
Is it gonna be for like the main character or phone guy or?
Alex, he'll probably be the main character, or another character that's first introduced, or I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the whole story and everything. I want to get the gameplay in first before I worry about the story.
Right.
But this Violet Mask was the phone guy in the last game.
Yeah.
So I kind of want him to be the phone guy in this game. But if I cannot get him back, I do have an idea. Basically, it's like, hey, the company that this guy worked with, he got terminated or something like that because he was leaking information. I don't know. Just an idea.
I think that was something in one of the concepts that we did.
There's a whole list. I should make a Google document of all the versions of Chester 4 that got canceled.
That should just be its own entire video.
Yeah, I should just make a video on my channel.
Do it.
All the different concepts for Chester 4 that have all been scrapped within the concept of 1 year.
It's literally going to be like an hour and a half long.
Oh, it would be longer than that because we'd have to talk about something.
Yeah, it would be so long. I kind of want to make that a video now. Like, the canceled Scratch game that had like over 50 scrapped concepts.
That would be the title of it. It would be the canceled Scratch game that's taken over a few years.
Yeah, that was like first gonna be made back in like 2019, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Chester 4
working on it as soon as Chester 3
Chapter 1 came out.
Yeah.
Chester 3 Chapter 1. No, it was just Chester 3 at first. It wasn't even Chester 3 Chapter 1.
Yeah. And then 4 became Chester 3 Chapter 2 because it didn't feel like it was enough to be a full sequel.
No. You're missing part of it. My dad. Yeah, I'm gonna put my dad into the situation again, which I don't like doing. So he stole my computer for a weekend, and he thought it was a good idea to delete everything off my computer without even asking me.
Oh.
So I lost the whole Chester 4 file. So I could not continue that game. And I was close to completing it too. It was like night 4 or something I had in that game. And there was so much in it. And I was really excited to get it posted. And it just never happened. Which admittedly, I'm happy that happened because the old Chester 4 kind of sucked. And I don't see how that could have ended the story at all. It probably would have ended up requiring a Chester 5. Which, hell no. There will never be a Chester 5. I can't even get Chester 4. There's never be However, I do want to revisit Leona's opening act, just in a different way.
Yeah, I agree.
But I just need other people to give me better ideas, because I obviously cannot do gameplay mechanics properly anymore.
That's what I'm for.
Well, the offices just look too similar to every other office that exists. That's part of the problem.
Because there's so many offices now that are so variant to each other that it's hard to not find one that isn't like another.
Yeah.
Also, the one you made was very similar to your Chester 2 storage.
What?
Well, you had a door to the left and a door to the right in Leona's. And in Chester 2 storage, you have a door to the right and a vent to the left. Which
That's Chester 3 Chapter 1. It's been a while since you played my games, hasn't it?
No, storage 2 is the one that's all the different pieces. That's right.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, my guy.
Honestly, I
no
kind
idea.
of want to just make a whole video just about me making games. That'd be kind of a cool thing.
If only you had recorded yourself actually making them, you could...
Right,
you could have,
right.
Maybe like a developer commentary or something?
Yeah. I was wanting to do that for Chester 4. Once I was actually able to get Chester 4 started, I wanted to record like my progress on it, so I could actually make a video like that. And something that Power was complaining about a couple days ago is how he's like nobody notices him or whatnot, but then he gets interviewed like a day later. It's like I never got interviewed. Where's my interview, huh?
I never got interviewed either.
You're not known on like anything though. That's the difference.
I know.
Sure, you are a pretty badass side character, but you're definitely not the main character.
Yeah, I know. I've already had an entire discussion with so many people of how I am an NPC.
Yeah.
I literally wear the same like 5 outfits every day.
I can relate to that. I do that myself.
How the fuck are we not even 20 minutes into this podcast?
I don't know.
Well, Scratch doesn't exactly have the most to talk about.
Yeah.
But yet Volt almost has 1K subscribers, so.
Want to know how many I have? I have like 24.
Hey, you want to know how many videos you made?
I have no recollection.
Oh my god. You made like
Maybe
10.
Like 15.
You made like 10, if that. And
I
most
made
of them
about
are
15.
most of those are inscription videos that no one even pays attention to.
Okay, there was a whole 4. And those were the most popular videos I have. Other than the Chester 2.
I'm definitely
video.
happy I moved on from focusing all my energy on Scratch, though. Because doing
Yeah.
YouTube is just so much more fun and freeing. I don't have to worry about censoring myself, because if you've seen my videos enough, you know I swear a lot.
Right. I think what I'm going to start doing with my YouTube channel is actually like recording me play games. Because now I actually have that capability. And I have a headset and everything I can record it with. And so hopefully I can start making some progress.
You need an editor?
Well, that and recording. I haven't been doing either.
Wait, Volt, I know I asked you this question before, but what do you use to edit your videos?
iMovie.
iMovie, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, what is your favorite? No, this is a question for both of you guys. What is your all-time favorite Scratch game?
Scratch game?
Yes! Really? I'm asking what's your favorite Scratch game on a Scratch-based podcast right now? Holy shit.
Well, that's just a really tough question, because I don't really play very many Scratch games. So I have a small pool to choose from.
We'll choose from
But
it.
even then,
It's still a pool, isn't it? There's still options.
I know. Okay. There are 2 options that I have of games that I have replayed the most times. One of them is the Sister Location Custom Night on Scratch.
Yes, that's a good one.
And then the second one is Chester 3 Chapter 2, and I don't know if it's because of bias, I don't know if it's just because of nostalgia, and I don't know, but I think Chester 3,
Chapter 3, Chester 2.
Okay, listen,
No, there's people in my comments that were doing that. They were like Chapter 3 or Chapter 2, stuff like that. I'm like, what?
My gosh. Anyway, I think it's just because of how different it is from a lot of other games. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of the stuff I used to play on Scratch. I haven't been on Scratch in like a year, come to think of it.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I really haven't been using Scratch in a year, and that was really your only incentive to be on Scratch was because of me.
It really was. It really was. Well, I mean, other than the fact that I was trying to make a clicker game, but then I could never figure out how to get it.
You never figured it out. Which I could
I
probably
never
make a
figured out how to get it to save a person's thing online
Oh,
without
I
making
never
it
bothered
real.
trying with online variables. I never understood it, never will try it.
Yeah.
So
So, Volt, what's your favorite Scratch game?
Christ. The Week at Sherpies, it's a bit biased because it was like the first fangame on Scratch that I played.
Wait, a week of what?
The Week at Sherpies. It was made in like when 2016, so it's a
I don't even
pretty
remember.
old
I
game.
don't even know what game that is. I've never played it. I don't think.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty much it's an old game, but I mean, it has some merit to it, and it like pushed me into making FNaF games on Scratch myself. And another game, maybe Burb's Exotic Foods, The Hadal Zone,
I've
maybe
never
something
heard
like
of these games.
Neither have I.
But I mean, like, it's like an underwater horror game.
Oh, I
Like,
love underwater horror. I've always
Yeah.
been scared of the deep. I've always been scared of deep water. Like I love swimming in deep water, but I'm scared of going down into the deep water. So that concept always just intrigues me.
Yeah.
Hey,
And,
Shaman,
Hey, what?
what's your favorite Scratch fan game?
That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at my favorites.
Oh, I was wondering if you were doing something like that.
This is gonna be really generic and unoriginal, but I would have to say the Sparks 2.
Oh. Okay.
Like I love
Yeah.
the Sparks personally. Like
I have not played those, but you
have to
told
play
me-
them. I showed it to you.
That doesn't mean I played them.
Yes, you have.
I have not personally played the Sparks or the Sparks 2.
The Sparks
Yeah,
art
I've-
style was what inspired me to change my art style in Scratch to make it more detailed.
Yeah.
Which probably
I mean,
made
I
it
have a-
shittier, but whatever. Sorry, continue.
I've played it myself, and I also watched Biscuit Dog play it. And it was like the same like year where I saw The Week at Sherpies. So like 2 of these games like pushed me to make FNaF games myself.
He
Ah,
was one
the
of the guys that
nostalgia.
taught me. He was one of the guys that taught me how to make FNaF Scratch games. I do
Really?
think he is incredibly overrated, though. Like, really overrated. His games are not good at all. Like, they're very generic Scratch games. At least to today's standards.
Yeah, maybe.
So that was really, like, I almost said something really cringy. Something that really makes me annoyed is how you got these really terrible Scratch games that get, like, thousands upon thousands of views within the first, like, week. And you got, like, these quality games that have months put into it that don't even get 300 views.
Yeah, I mean, it's always like some kind of like black square with like an eyeball in the middle. or
Yeah,
something. It's
yeah,
like
that's
always,
what
like,
I'm saying. It's like, why does that
Yeah.
get thousands of views, but not the thing with the actual quality art on the thumbnail?
Have you also noticed that they like put trending like 20 times on the like notes and credits or the instructions panel?
Yeah, yeah, and have like spam
What does it
emojis.
put on them? Oh, emojis.
No, Volt was it trending? You said.
I mean, the creators of these like trending games like spam hashtag trending and like the
Yeah.
panel for notes and credits and instructions all the
Yeah,
time.
which a lot of scratchers will go to hashtag trending in the search to find games to play. Which,
That
yeah, it's annoying. Really annoying. I'm not going to cheat my way through it. Even though freaking Power is convinced I'm cheating with my YouTube channel by creating a bunch of shorts, but oh well.
that's not cheating.
It's not!
It's going to people that use YouTube like that of those that use TikTok or
It's expanding
Snapchat.
my, like, reach or whatever you call
viewer
it.
range.
Yeah. Have you done any YouTube shorts, Fool?
I mean, I did it once, but it was like a Nerf reload video, so.
Oh.
wasn't
Oh, yeah,
really
you
looking
did say that.
One thing that YouTube has done that I really like is that you can clip parts of videos, and you can take like a piece of your video or someone else's, and then you can make a short directly using that clip.
Yeah, right. That one.
I actually don't like that because it's just an easy opportunity to steal people's content.
It is, but it always forces it to have exactly where it comes from.
I'm trying to think of other things about Scratch that either annoy me or something I really like. Have you guys? Okay, well, I can't say have you guys because Alex never coded games. Have you ever had trouble coding like an AI of a character, like an antagonist, and it just breaks entirely, and you just could not figure out why the hell it kept breaking?
Have you? I mean, it's not a FNaF fan game, but it's like Harry's World, like a
No.
game I made.
No.
Yeah, it's like a Super Mario clone where the AI is completely fucked for the bosses. Yeah.
I actually did have something like that happen before. It was with my clicker game. I went in and I tried to make it to where something would cost something, and then instead it would get rid of it, but then it wouldn't actually give you the plus to how much it gives you in the end. So then you never made anything, but you would just keep spending and spending.
How about this? How about having it so when you defeat an animatronic, they turn invisible and you have no idea when they're about to kill you?
Oh yeah, I remember that glitch.
Yeah! And that completely broke Chester 3 Chapter 1 for like the first 2 years it was out.
Yeah. I forgot. Who was it that would break? Wasn't it? Oh.
It was every character. It was literally every character. For whatever
It was
reason.
all of them?
Yes, it was all the characters. When they appeared in your office, you dealt with them, they would not appear for the rest of the night, and they would just invisible kill you. Pretty much, they just show up out of nowhere and kill you.
I forgot about that bug.
Yeah.
That was a good bug, though. That was hilarious.
It was funny because I went to replay it like years later, and I just see, I was like, "What the hell? Why am I just dying?"
I remember when I was beta testing it for you. I actually was coming from your house, and we were playing it in the car. And I was beta testing it for you, and just out of nowhere, I died to, I believe it was Leona that I died to. And I had just checked the vent, and you and I both saw there was no one there. And then when we went back in, I died to someone else that was invisible, and it just kept happening over and over and over again. Like 5 or 6 different times I played, and all of those times I died to someone invisible. And all of them different, too.
Has there ever been a game that you created that you really liked the idea at first, but then you canceled it because it sucked?
Contamination.
I wasn't actually expecting you to answer with that. Why that game? Wait, it's not even canceled, it's out, right?
I mean, yeah, it's not cancelled, but Jesus Christ, Scratch is really bad when creating these types of games.
I didn't think the game was that bad.
mean, yeah, but I mean, like, it's really buggy and stuff like that, but,
Oh yeah, the bugs were special, yeah.
yeah. So
you
I'm
remember-
thinking of, like, using Unity sometime.
Yeah, I want to make a game in either Unity or Unreal Engine based on, like, FNaF, like, after FNaF 2 when the toy animatronics get scrapped, and you, like, kind of like, Aftonbelt, kind of like Aftonbelt, but, yeah, it's with all the toy animatronics coming after you, and it has its own actual story. I want to make a game like that, yeah. I just wanted to say that.
You know, I actually, did have a FNaF style game that I tried to start. Want to know where I ended up at?
In the trash?
Well, I mean, yes, it obviously ended up in the trash, but I'm saying, like, I didn't even make it past concept art on a notebook page.
Huh, let's look at the Chester 4 notebook, shall we?
Don't you mean library?
Yeah.
Like, you have entire folders dedicated to
Yeah, I
those
literally
things.
do. I have whole folders dedicated to Chester 4 cancel content. Like,
You
notebooks.
used to have, like, 5 consistently always on your desktop until you changed computers.
Mm-hmm. Which I cannot access some of those old files now because I forgot my password.
Oops.
Yeah, that was fun. Don't forget your password, kids.
Also, don't do drugs. Those are bad too.
Drugs can really keep your mind off stuff, though. I
That's
probably
kind of
should
the
not
point.
say that on recording.
Maybe not.
That's the point, but they're still bad.
Oh well. Keep it on camera. I encourage drugs.
Oh my
It
god.
wouldn't be the worst thing I've said on camera.
You do it on Discord too.
It wouldn't be the worst thing I've said on camera. Remember the
Racism is
whole
fun.
racism thing I said in the last episode?
Okay.
Yeah,
I have a
racism is
feeling-
okay. It's 100% fine.
Apparently, so is drugs.
Drugs and racism, the best combination.
I'm gonna end up looking at this video tomorrow, and I'm gonna get to this section, and I'm gonna start dying.
Oh, I showed Marcel. I showed our friend. I showed Marcella the that clip, and she got really mad at me.
Why?
Because she didn't realize the context behind it, and I just all
Yeah.
she heard was racism is okay from me. Oh my gosh! Wait! Okay, so you know the DVD thing, like the DVD screensaver?
Uh-huh.
It just hit the corner for me.
Oh
Ooh, nice.
my gosh.
Bro, let's go!
Oh, if only you would have had it on camera.
Yeah, no, let's not have me on camera for this podcast.
No one said have you on camera.
I'm too fat to be not on camera. That is satisfying.
Turn the camera the other direction.
Huh?
Turn the camera screen the other direction.
Still no.
So what? You ate it?
Yeah. I can
You
eat
know what?
anything.
I'm not even gonna bother questioning that. I'm not gonna question why you ate your phone. That explains why you got a new one. Explains a lot.
I should not be trusted with the camera. Oh, I should ask for a new camera for my 18th birthday. A quality one too. So I
Or
can.
you could just ask for like $20 from everybody and it just
No. I want actual quality, like $100 camera. I'm gonna use it for my OnlyFans.
If 5 different people give you $20, that's 100.
Oh shit! You're right.
That's why there are questions like, would you rather have $1 million or have 1 million absolute followers that would do whatever you say?
Oh, I already,
Because
I,
then
I already
if you-
knew that one. I already knew that one.
Right, it's the same kind of situation. Except this time with $20 with like 5 people.
Yeah. So, about my library of Chester 4 concepts, why do you think most of them got canceled?
Maybe, I don't know, like, it seemed good on paper, but never really was, like, really complicated to make, or, I don't know.
Actually, he's pretty spot on.
Well, half of them, it would delete any progress you made and not save it.
No, that actually was just a frustration. It wasn't me canceling. If I were to cancel a game just because it did that every time I opened the project, I would just not make Scratch games anymore. Period.
That's true.
Man, I made some.
No,
really
it was
cringy
Chester
games.
2 Remastered that did that.
I was really unoriginal and made really cringy games back in the day. I'm looking back.
One Night at Thanksgiving.
That's not really cringy. That's just bad. I'm making a sequel to that game. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you mean a sequel of the sequel of the sequel of the sequel of the
Well,
sequel
no,
of the
actually, no. It's
sequel?
technically a remake of the original and the sequel of the sequel of the sequel of the sequel of the sequel. That sounds really convoluted.
Isn't that like what, the 6th in the series?
Well, it's technically not even a sequel. It's just a remake, but whatever.
But it would be like the 6th one you've done, right?
Yes. I was really thinking about the Five Nights with 24 game.
Is it like the 39?
Yeah, it was a 39 fan game, and oh jeez, it was cringy.
I
was
forgot
so
about
cringy. You hear my like 13-year-old voice on like the scratch recording going, "Hey, I fucking hate you," or something like that. It was really
What?
cringy. It wasn't really. I didn't actually cuss, but I just said really cringy stuff. I hate it. The sequel was just FNaF 4.
Ay.
I don't know what my brain was thinking of. Then again, I was a cringy 13-year-old. Wasn't when I was
And yet
13? I'm
FNAF
pretty
4
sure.
is the only. And
Wait.
yet FNAF 4 is the only main FNAF game you won't play.
Hold on, I'm actually curious. How old was I back then? I think I was 13 or 14.
What year?
It was like 2019.
2019. Well, this year's 2022. So that would be
You
3
were
years
14,
ago.
right?
Yeah.
You
It
were
would
born
be-
in 2005, right?
Yeah. No, I'd be 15. Was I really 15 when I made that game? That does not make any
You would
sense.
be 14. Unless if it's after September, it would be 14.
I think it was way before September.
So then you would be 14.
I'm looking. Oh, yep. March 2019.
So as I said, 14.
Dang. Man, I was cringy when I was 14. And that was before I became a furry, so that's saying something.
Fair enough.
I mean, I think I practically was always a furry. I just didn't know what the fuck it was. Because I've always had it.
You just didn't outwardly.
I just didn't know. I just had this rip off of Bonnie with sunglasses on and called that a character.
Isn't that kind of what 39 is, though?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it has like some goggles on or something.
Goggles.
Google is.
That'd be like the cutest thing ever to see a little bunny with goggles on.
Oh my gosh.
I want to see
Oh my
that now. That
gosh.
sounds cute.
That's actually an exploding kittens.
I think of exploding kittens. I actually think of exploding cats. Like you blow up freaking kittens with dynamite.
No.
I am a violent
not-
person.
You're not literally blowing cats up.
I'm sorry. I think of the violent option first.
Well, I mean, it is violent. It's just you're not blowing up literal cats.
Dang, that sounds boring. Oh, hi, Rooster.
No! No!
My cat just walked in.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. No! That's not okie dokie.
Hi, Rooster. He's been hanging out in here a lot for whatever reason.
I wish animals would go into my room.
Yeah, is that really all we can think about for Scratch?
Most of that wasn't even Scratch.
It's like a fourth of it was Scratch, so it's okay. It's usable. It'll come out to like a 15... It'll only come out to our shortest podcast. That'll be fine. It'll only get like 25 views.
You can add filler stuff at the end so it's out of context and everything.
You know, the thing is, I love how all these other Fazcast things get like a decent amount of views and ours just doesn't. Even though ours actually has way more effort put into it.
Well, of course.
Yeah, effort does nothing on YouTube, apparently. I mean, the other Fazcast literally had an entire episode dedicated to Smash or Pass. Oh, we should do a Smash or Pass episode for FNaF characters.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, we gotta do that. We gotta do that next. Next episode,
Alright,
Smash or Pass FNaF.
So, stop the recording now. Start a
We
new
bring
one,
all of
we
the
can just do
top
it.
characters and we say Smash or Pass.
Hell yeah, let's do it. We're just gonna go down the list. Okay.
Okay,
so
restart the recording first.
Hold on. We'll have to end the video first. All right. So
Oh,
we're gonna
yeah,
end this
that's
here
true.
so we can start the next episode of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you even made it this far, if you enjoyed it and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do it already. Subscribe to Vol as of this recording. He is not at 1,000 subscribers. We need to get him to 1,000 subscribers so we can see his beautiful face.
Thank you, man.
And so yeah, do all that. Comment below what you think, and you can give us any ideas on future videos, stuff like that. So that'll be it. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.